Yeah. I'm going to start the recording. I usually trim off the beginning of it, but otherwise I'll forget to turn it on until you're halfway through.
Sounds good.
I sure.
Old high
Hey.
school.
Did you know the guy, Randy Meisner, who lived in Scottsbluff?
I knew of him, and I met his cousins and stuff before, but I never ran across him. I could have possibly watched him when he was with the Dynamics, but he actually quit that probably before I got here. But this baby's acting up now.
Yeah,
Oh, there we are.
Tom Parker knew his cousin.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And.
Oh, Gary.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, you're eating something. Did you bring enough for everybody?
I'm in the meeting. God. Oh, George. You hear this? Can you hear him? You can hear him.
If we don't answer, does that mean no?
I mean, it means you can hear me. All right, George, go see your mother.
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Gary, what are you eating?
Just a piece of candy. I just woke up 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
I was working all day down at my cousin's house. And
still in there, huh?
oh yeah. I'm tired. I'm whipped, beat up. But no, so just some chocolate. Try to wake me up. So how is everybody?
Good,
Well-
good. It actually is 89 degrees today. It's the lowest it's been during the day in weeks.
Yeah. My daughter's in Texas, just west of Dallas, Fort Worth. And for the past going on 3 weeks now, it's been 104, 105 every day.
You know,
Yeah.
my
It's
daughter's in
supposed to
Phoenix.
break in about a week.
My daughter's in Phoenix. It's been almost 28 days or the crazy stuff like that, over 110. 110.
We got a front coming through right now, and the temp drop this down. It looks like it's down to 75 right now.
Oh, send it out.
Send it out.
Now I want to keep it for a while.
Actually, it was, I think, about 75, about 5 o'clock or so here. So,
Oh, this weather, it can stay this way all year.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Not for us, unfortunately.
I was telling Val that, we may have a couple of new guys coming in, today. Andy Hawkins said he was going to join.
Who's Andy Hawkins? I never heard of him.
He's say that when he gets on. That'll make you feel good.
Yeah,
Hey, what years were you with Teak? Huh?
Yeah. Well,
Do you remember?
I'm going down to see my brother in Northern Virginia, and next weekend I'm going to stop at Sav's house, and as you know, he's moving to North Carolina, and looks like Sam's joining us. He hasn't been with us for a while, but
Hello.
hey,
How we
I
doing?
like the color you're wearing.
Matches yours, huh?
Yeah.
Are you getting excited for some football with your grandson?
I am. He's out there
Uh,
now. He called the other day and was happy. He said that the coach strength told him that he had gained more muscle than any other freshman
oh wow.
since he'd been there. So I said, good, keep it going.
First game before Labor Day?
Pardon?
Is the first game before Labor Day?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even looked at the schedule.
Oh, okay.
They got like 12 games this year.
That seems like a lot for football.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So what have you been up to?
Pardon?
What have you been up to?
Me, waiting for you.
Okay.
I
Anybody
figured you'd
else
be
on?
coming down this way one of these days.
Anybody else on?
Can you see anybody?
No, I don't.
Oh,
We're here.
you got Gary's, Andy, Val.
Hi, hi.
Up in
Hey.
the right-hand corner of your screen, there's a little thing says view.
Right-hand corner of my screen. Okay.
Yeah, the black area.
Black area. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
There's one that has like 9 dots.
9 dots.
Yeah, click that, and if you
Or it
click
might
on
say
that,
full screen. It might say
it'll
full
say
screen.
speaker, gallery, or initiative. Gallery is what you want.
Okay. Leave, share, stop video,
No.
mute.
No, you don't want that.
Ta, 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 ta. No, wrong one. Okay. Participate. More. How about more? Chat, apps, meeting settings, background effects, whiteboards. Raise hand. Well, damn. Hey, how you doing?
Now, wait, did
can
you just
see-
see both of us?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can see 5 of us, and Steve is there, but Steve's camera isn't on or something.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh,
There he is.
there he is. How are you?
Hey.
What a distinguished group of gentlemen. It really is my pleasure to be
is.
a part of this.
Is he talking
That's-
about us?
Is that
Yes.
Steve Durando?
Yes,
Sam Blades here. How are you?
Sam Blades. Oh, come on, man. We got to go down to Truck Town and get some 2 eggs, hash browns, and toast and coffee for 51 cents.
51 cents. Those were the days, huh?
It was 67 cents when I went there the last time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I went out to dinner tonight, and that was the exact price of dinner for me and my wife. $51. It's just a regular.
Yeah. I can imagine.
3 decimals.
Were you, Steve, I got a question for you. Were you an insurance agent for State Farm or Allstate?
Yes,
Okay.
I was.
looked-
I was an insurance. I started with them as an agent, and then they wanted me to be an agency manager. So I was an agency manager. I was an agent 2 years, an agency manager 28 years. So
Okay.
yeah, my whole career was with State Farm.
The reason I asked is I looked you up one day. This is probably a couple of years ago, and I saw a Steve Durando, and it was either Allstate or State Farm. I don't remember which one, but
Yeah.
I wonder if I should call that agency and say that's Steve Durando.
That was me. Well, it's good to see you, Sam. My God.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah, I can hardly recognize a lot of us, but
Hey, it's only been 50 some years, so
I can't
absolutely.
understand why.
yeah. So
Andy
life
hasn't
is good
changed.
to you?
No, I haven't changed.
Andy hasn't changed. You're right.
I would recognize Steve. I wouldn't recognize Andy though, I don't think.
Lost a little here, but not, you know, it started that, pardon my French, fucking that barber that was over by the bank. And he says, here, I got this great stuff put on your hair. You know, it really helps it and everything. It's called Ask. I'll never forget it. And he sold me a couple of bottles. And that's when the hair loss started. And I don't remember his name, but I do remember the incident. And seriously, I started losing my hair when I was about 22, 23.
This is Scott's Bluff.
Yeah, Scotts Bluff, right next to the bank.
Hey, Andy, that's what they used to call snake oil. Remember that?
He probably
You
made
sure
it
it
in his
didn't
back
say hair
room.
removal?
He probably made it in the back room. You're right.
Those 2 bottles saved you a lot of haircuts over the years, didn't they?
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. My wife now just uses we got the one of those
Yeah,
cutters, those damn things that, wonderful. Because now they're charging, out here, they're charging minimum $15 for a senior and mostly over that and that's if you're bald.
yeah.
Well, Andy,
My,
I've got probably got less hair than you, but I go every 2 weeks and get a head shave, and it's a really good experience.
A massage.
My niece is in Columbus, Nebraska, and she's a barber, and she charges 19 for a haircut.
Well,
That's really not that bad.
I was paying
Yeah.
25 in Alliance until I moved down to Scotts Bluff, so I got a $10 one and it's going up, I think $2 here starting in September.
Huh.
Mine costs 30.
you-
That's good.
That's because
You don't
that's
pay
because you
that,
live
do
in.
you?
That's because I got a little bit of, just a little bit to cut, man.
You live in a high rent area in New Jersey
Yeah.
too.
So where are you living now, Sam?
I'm in Lavalette right now.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably be here till the end of September,
Mm-hmm.
and then going back to Connecticut, and the basketball season starts. So that's my big thing in the winter. That keeps me going in the winter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sam, in not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, I'm going to be seeing Saverio Grimoni.
Okay. Okay.
And down in Silver Spring before he moves. And
Where's he moving
the
to?
last meeting, he said that he has this huge box of Scotts Bluff antique memorabilia. And he said, what should I do with it? Throw it out or what? And I said,
Burn it.
no, don't throw it out. So I'm going to stop at Sav's house and pick up this box. I don't know what's in it, but there's all kinds of stuff in it supposedly, and I'll bring it back and I'll kind of, catalog it. And then in the September meeting, I'll show everybody what we got, and anybody that wants anything, I'll send it to them.
Great. Where's he moving to?
I think there's copies of the Trailblazer,
Oh my.
newspaper. I don't know. He said there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. I don't know what's in
He's,
there.
he's moving down to North Carolina with a friend of his.
Oh, okay. His brother's down there, I think, isn't he? I think his
I
brother
don't
lives
know.
in North Carolina, South Carolina.
His future housemate, wife, etc.
Girlfriend.
This is sounding serious.
Yeah, yeah. He met up with somebody from, I guess, his childhood, and
Oh wow.
they got together and decided they like each other's company, and so they are moving to North Carolina.
Sounds good.
And he was going through all of his stuff, and he found this box in the basement, and didn't know what to do with it.
Huh.
So
Good.
if you're in one of them, you may get a surprise package. COD.
Just remember, all my photos are copyrighted.
Who was it was ragging on you when you first started getting together? What's he? Pittsburgh. Yeah. Jeez.
Or
Who's the
else,
fellow in
Bob
Pittsburgh? Who?
Bob Burrell.
No.
Oh,
Who's your roommate? Your
Oh,
roommate, Andy. Oh
Oh.
shit. Give me a name of your roommate.
John Sokola.
Yeah, John. John used to rag on you all the time, and I go, you guys must have really known each other pretty well, because I mean, he ragged on you pretty hard about your photos.
He still does.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Well, both my sisters live in Pittsburgh, and
Oh, okay.
so
okay.
I have cause every once in a while to visit, and so I always make it a point to get a hold of him and do something together. If we go to a game or something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow. Hey, Marsh,
Yeah,
did you get my message about tomorrow?
no,
No. No, you had written me a,
yeah, an email.
an email, and I called you back and got no answer, but I left you a message about tomorrow.
Oh, today? You left it?
No, I did this a couple days ago.
I don't remember getting it, Gary.
Oh, okay. Then I got the dates for us to get together
Okay,
and have lunch,
all right, good.
and I'll pick out another day, and because I have it down for tomorrow, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have been there.
That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah. So I'll get a hold of those dates, and I'll call you, let you
Okay.
know. Yeah,
Right.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So,
I got elected to the Board of Trustees of the community. And against my better judgment. And they do an amazing, they have 3.5 hour meetings every Tuesday. Plus, the committee meetings, et cetera, et cetera. It's turned out to be a lot more time than I thought. So,
Amazing. Gettysburg Address was 10 minutes long. And you have a 3.5 hour meeting.
yeah, I mean, it's amazing. They can take one tiny thing and talk about it for 30, 40 minutes.
That's the bad thing about being retired. So you got all this time on your hands to do all
Yeah,
these
exactly.
volunteer things.
And I live in a
Yeah.
senior community. Everybody's retired and everything. Crazy.
Yeah. I just got a text from my daughter. It says, "Where did you buy the poop bags for the dog? I need to order more." I get these really important messages.
Well, you're the guy to know.
Yeah. Well, what happened is they've got an old dog, and they moved into a new house. So we took the dog for about 3-4 weeks. But around here, you have to have your dog on a leash and you got to clean up after it. And I wasn't into, bending over and so forth. So we bought a thing on Amazon that was a long handle, could be as long as you wanted, 3-4 feet, and had a place for clip-on bags made out of cornstarch, so they were biodegradable. And when I took the dog out and he went to poop, I'd just stick it under his hind end. He'd poop in the bag. I'd tie it and drop it in the trash. And so when I gave her back the dog, I gave that to her. And that way she doesn't have to holler at the kids about cleaning up out back or anything. So if you need to know about poop bags, I can tell you
Thank
where.
I got more than I bargained for today.
Oh, me.
I'm surprised Pete isn't on here.
Who's that?
He was, I got 2 emails from Andy Hawkins, and he wanted to know, the last one, he wanted to know how to get on. And so I sent him some detailed instructions and told him if he had a question, call me, but haven't heard from him. So I don't know if he's trying to get on or not, but he was supposed to get on. So hopefully we'll at some point. And I figured since Pete got him to, try it out, that he would probably be on. But he's probably down in Delaware riding his bike somewhere.
He got a nice bike too. Do you see the picture of his bike?
No.
I wouldn't know one from a tricycle, but
That bike he's riding probably costs more than your car.
I don't doubt it. But,
It's a nice bike.
but
titanium.
what do you do with it other than, pedal?
He rides a lot, so
Yeah, I know. But does it do something special for you?
I don't know about that.
Well, you ride a lot.
I'm still riding a 40-year-old bike, so hey.
Yeah, but you ride quite a bit, don't you, Sam?
Not anywhere near what he rides.
No, I know.
I do
Nobody's,
5-6 miles a day. That's me. I don't do anywhere near what he does.
Peter
I pretty
goes on
much
these
ride the-
20-mile-an-hour rides.
Yeah, I pretty much stick to the boardwalks down here. I ride down the seaside and all, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much my riding. I
Well, that's-
don't like riding on the roads at all.
Yeah, that's a fair ride.
It's
From
about-
Loveland to Seaside.
It's about maybe 10 miles round trip, maybe. I never time it. I just go out and kind of enjoy myself. I don't do it for speed or anything else. So.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm on my stationary bike actually for about 45 minutes, 6 days a week.
Oh wow!
It's a grind. I do that bike and I did actually split it. I do 25 minutes on the treadmill and 20 minutes on the stationary bike. So, and I'm
Really?
I'm keep moving it up a little bit, but I've got some breathing problems in my chest, and when I get to a certain point, like they have 15 different levels, and I'm at level 5, it starts to hurt when I breathe, and I decided that I'm not gonna. What will happen is if I let that happen and push it like that, I'll quit. So I just bring it right to the limit, and where I just a little threshold, and now that the temperature in the friggin' place has gone up about 4 to 5 degrees, I'm sweating like a pig, but it's good for me. And I've gained some weight. Last few weeks have been a little bit difficult. We were at the river in Colorado River, and they like to eat, and I gave in to them, and pretty good stuff. But when you're 120 degrees, and I'm not kidding about that.
Wow.
Yeah, 120 on the beach. You drink and eat as much as you.
Where was this?
possibly
Where's
can.
this?
This is in Fort Mojave, right next to Bullhead City, Laughlin, Nevada. If you know where Laughlin is, it's a small version of very small version of Las Vegas, and it's right on the Colorado River, kind of like the intersection of Nevada, Arizona, and California. There's actually a spot there where all three states move. And we're
Okay.
a couple of miles from that. So, and the river is not really deep and wide. No song there. Anyway, and but it's cold. It's nice. It comes down from Colorado, and is the Colorado River. So I mean, it comes down from there, and it during the day it's probably in the mid to high 50s. When you're at 120 degrees, you spend as much time in that water as you can.
Yeah.
And we have a boat. We have a 570 horsepower. What do you call it?
On board,
It's
inboard?
seven passengers, and it throws a big tail on the back of it. We've had it up. I've been on 60 in it with people in it. That's moving along.
Wow.
It's a jet boat, basically.
500 ought to take you pretty fast.
Yeah, it does. The river's the river. If you got 4 or 5 people in it, it does slow you down. But if he travels. My father-in-law doesn't want to drive today. I don't like. I've had some bad experiences, and one in Scotts Bluff, as a matter of fact. So I stay away from it. But he's 88 years old, and so loves to drive that boat. And puts it on 50, and we go down the river and up the river, and then back down the river, and then back up the river, and and we come to, there's a place called Pirate Cove, which is well known everywhere in California. When they go to the river, they come out here or to Havasu, and then you go into there and you sit on the beach all day. And if you're lucky, nobody here is going to be offended by this. Some fucking Mexican put some music on right next to your boat. Pulls up on the beach, doesn't care who's around him, and then turns it on. And so
Andy, you're showing your age, buddy.
I'm telling you, but it gets packed in there. On the holidays you can't move, and it's probably a good 3/4 of a mile long, and the boats are just right along the river. And they've got a restaurant there, and it's called Pirate Cove, and it's pretty well known by anybody in California. But you got to get off the beach, because it's at 100 plus 100, generally 115. If it goes up to 120, it's a little unusual.
Wow.
Yikes.
Up by you, Sam, where you are, up towards Lavallette, there's a place called the Sedge Islands.
The what
in the
now?
bay. Sedge Islands. They're in the bay.
Okay.
In back of you. And a few years ago, I had a drone project for the state, and took it out, and the boats come into the pleasure boats come into Sedge Islands, and they have a cove in there that they park, and literally you couldn't walk across the water because there's so many boats. I mean,
How about
it is
that?
just
I've
packed
seen it.
1-to-1, and they wanted me to use the drone to see how many people were throwing cigarette butts in the water.
Oh my God.
And I did the work, and plus there's some other islands there that they then go out, they have volunteers go out and clean up, but the edges of them are somewhat dangerous to walk in. And so they had me go through and fly around those and look at them. and find out how far into the island has the, flotsam and jetsam gone to clean up. And so I took a look at it and flew it over and gave them the videos and found out that they didn't have to, in fact, go onto the islands and through that swampy area. All they had to do was go in, about 4 or 5 feet, and that would take care of about 80% of the, junk that floated in there or was left. But that was interesting. But seeing that one cove, I mean, it was not a huge cove, and there must have been 150 boats,
Huh.
going there and parked, and people had parties and go from boat to boat and all kinds of boats.
Everybody
not big
shows
ones.
off their $25,000 boats or more. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
we have these huge Donzis and stuff coming up and down, and they spend a lot of money to have it decorated. I've got some pretty good videos of that stuff, and
Yeah,
it's
I don't think 25,000 buys you a big boat and motor anymore.
oh, it
It'll
doesn't.
buy the motor.
You can buy a motor. My father-in-law is doing that
The
stuff.
next door neighbor's got about a 22-foot Robalo or something that way, and
They're probably
I think his
35.
motor's like 40 grand.
Oh
Wow,
my God. Is that an outboard motor?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
that's,
that's a lot of money.
Wow.
and my buddy has a 30-foot with two 250 horsepower on it. And they were about almost 40 apiece.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, see what I know. I don't know anything. I just know he's got this boat, and we get in it, and he drives a little bit maniac. He's a maniac, 88, and he likes it. He thinks it's a lot of fun to go around in circles.
we were looking for something for the kids to do, and we decided at one point to get a boat. And so we were looking at them, and we found one that looked good. You could sleep 4 in it and so forth. And, a nice, I don't know, it was 20, 25 feet, something that way. And I asked him how much is it. He said, $2,500. What? So I said, why so cheap? He said, well, you can't actually take it out of the dock because it's a wooden boat and it's worm eaten and it's not seaworthy. So at that point,
Sounds great.
he said, but it's great because you can come down here to the dock and you can sleep in it and you can have a barbecue and get to know all the other boat owners. I said, yeah, and watch them leave. Well, you can't. So we went and bought horses instead for the kids.
More maintenance, I can tell you that. We have lots of horses around where I live. I have lots of
Yeah.
farm.
We had 2 of them for several years. Kids went through 4-H and, riding in parades and shows and so forth. It was good for them. And 2 of the 3 got jobs cleaning the stalls to pay for their board. So they had about 30 horses in the stables,
Wow.
and they would go out at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning and clean the stalls before school and clean them again after school. And that's what, they had to do to pay for their room and board for the horse. But it was good for them. It didn't hurt them.
Oh,
I had a rare sighting last week. I saw Tom Parker and his wife in at Walmart here.
Oh,
That's about the only time I've seen him in a couple of years, for sure.
Aren't you guys neighbors?
Supposedly.
He spends a lot of time in Florida now.
Yeah.
He's got a
well.
house or something down there that he either rents or he owns. And he's retired, state patrol, and
Right.
I'm sure he's happy to get out of West Bluff in the winter time.
Probably, yeah.
yeah. Well, that's good. Andy, do you talk to him very often or?
Probably more than that and Sokola. I talk to him every once in a while.
Yeah.
I've been talking to him later. He does a lot of traveling, and I belong to a travel club, and we've got a very robust list of places we go to, and we get very good deals on big trips. So he and his wife want to do more traveling, obviously, and so I've been talking to him a little bit about that and some other stuff. So he was one of the closer people I was with at Hiram Scott.
Yeah, well, when you talk to him sometime, try and talk him into joining us one time.
No, he came on earlier. He was on here earlier. Parker? Yeah, he was.
He was on about at least 3 times. Once he was on when he was on the cruise.
Yeah, he was on a boat. I remember one time.
And that's right, I remember them.
Yeah, so he's aware of us, but I don't know
Yeah.
what he's up to. Got those 3 boys. Got 3 boys and grandkids, and all. He's been prolific.
I got a question for Steve Tarando.
Yes, go ahead, Sam.
Where you live now, is that where you're from originally? I know you're originally from Illinois, but I didn't
No,
know exactly where.
We're in Ventura, right? California right now.
Oh, you're in California. Oh,
Where
okay. I thought you were in
Ventura
Illinois.
is.
Yeah.
I'm very
How wrong?
familiar.
How wrong I am, huh?
But we've been traveling back and forth for the last 13 years. So I do,
Okay.
my permanent residence is in Chicago. I pay my taxes in Illinois. I vote in Illinois, but we spend half the time there and half the time here in Ventura.
Okay. Because
So-
you were from what, the Chicago area, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
from a little town in Illinois called Spring Valley, about
Okay.
100 miles west of Chicago. And but when I got in business after I got graduated from State Farm, if you wanted to make any money, you can't live in a town of 5,000 people and make any money. So I was fortunate enough to join a company, and they sent me to Chicago, and that was where the money's at, in the
Yeah.
suburbs and in the city. So
Yeah.
that's where I spent my time with them. But since I retired at 60 and I'm 78, so 18 years.
Oh, boy.
Hey, I beat you by 5 years, buddy.
I've retired 18 years now. And so we were in Chicago, and one of my sons, well, actually both of my sons moved out here to California. And so we sold
Where
our
are they?
house in this,
Where are your sons?
one's in Woodland Hills here, which is a suburb of LA. And the other one was, when we moved out here, he was in San Diego. So me and Aggie, we says, hey, let's get another home in California, which we did. But since then, the one in San Diego with his job, had to move to Dallas. So I've got one son here, local. He's about 45 minutes away, and the other one in Dallas now. So, but it works out okay, and we enjoy it. So we get to go to Dallas, we get to go to Chicago, we get to go to LA, and so as long as we're healthy. The key is
Health.
is your health.
You got it.
Yeah.
You
That's
got it.
If
And
you
I
can't
had
walk,
a bout with cancer in my liver, and they cut part of my liver out, and that was right before we moved here. That was about 14 years ago, and knock on wood, I'm still here.
Yeah.
So
I live in Temecula.
know where it's at. My neighbors here have friends there to go down to Temecula, and they got good wine down there and good olive oil down
We have
there.
a fabulous. We have over 30 wineries in a
Yes,
very small area.
yes.
People don't drive that road at night. Man, I'm telling you, on the weekends, the cops want to make some money, they set up a trap, and it's really crazy. But
Yeah.
I used to when I was a realtor for 20 years. And the owner of our brokerage built a big winery called Europa Village out here in Temecula. We call it Wine Country, and
Right.
he's got 3 different wineries in that one facility, and restaurants, and so it's a nice area. It's got a special climate that's good for growing grapes.
Right.
You can go to this book that tells you about where things are good. And 19 is the area. If you go into 19, it shows that wind blows the moisture over the kind of like a pass, rainbow pass, and then at night it goes onto the leaves and goes into the plants, and gives them lots of water, and then it goes away during the day. And that particular type of climate is really good. And we've got wineries all over the place here. Great places
Yeah.
to stay.
My neighbor goes down there a lot because they have friends, but in this area where we're at, strawberries and avocados are the big crop here. Matter of fact, they're the two biggest crops. This is an agricultural area, actually. And boy, a lot of strawberries and a lot of avocados here.
Yeah, we have avocados in just right where avocado cost. Supposedly they're very expensive. You start doing the water costs so much.
Right.
As a realtor, I had to learn this, is that, you want to buy a piece of property and grow avocados, don't buy it to make money. Don't buy it to make money. If you break even, consider yourself fortunate. Yeah. Fallbrook is the area. It's very, very well known.
Gary, what have you been doing?
Basically, we've been just doing a lot.
Working on your cousin's
I had
house?
besides Barry passing away last year, another cousin passed away this May 3rd. And been just working on her estate. She was a hoarder.
Oh my.
And I didn't know it. And oh my God, the house inside, it's just, unbelievable.
Makes you vomit. I have one across the street from.
And so, like, I spent 8 hours down there today, just cleaning around the outside of it. I mean, we've had the roof worked on, the electrical today worked on. It just, I bet you, and I'm not exaggerating, I've given away $100,000 to $125,000 worth of brand spanking new clothing. Sort of an expensive. Maybe you here on the East Coast have LL Bean,
Oh, yeah.
Brooks Brothers.
I
mean, these are all clothes that have tags on them. And if she would go to a store, and I didn't know it, she would buy, say, a nice blouse at LL Bean's. Well, if they had them in 5 different colors, guess what? She bought 5.
That's a sickness.
And then she came home and just put them down. And then she was out shopping again. And so, my day, every day I go to the gym. And I'm riding a stationary bike for a half hour. Then walking and some of the machines. Come home. Then I go for coffee. Got to have my coffee. And then I come home and see what my wife needs done around here, or we go down and work on my cousin's place, because I'm the executor to the estate. And wow, it's a full-time job almost.
Sometimes you don't know anybody till after they're gone, do you?
No, and it was she and Barry used to be really close because they spent the summers in Ocean City, New Jersey. A lot, every weekend, and etc. And so I wasn't really the closest one to her, but I'm the only one left.
Gets to be that
It's
way.
like the last man standing.
Yeah.
And so I spent a lot of time doing it. I used to do a lot of motorcycling. Not so much now, since I had shoulder operations and knees are going.
Did you sell your bike?
I didn't sell it yet. I just haven't had time to do it.
What is it?
950-pound bike, so it's a big one.
What is it?
It's a Honda Goldwing.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
had a BMW K1200 for 4 years.
Yeah, this
I
is
put
a
some
big
miles on
gold
that.
one.
That's a big boat. When you got here, it gets to be 115 degrees, and you put it down on blacktop. and you put the stand down and you turn around and the bike's going. And it's like you said, it's like a 900-pound bike, and you're standing there, and I'm a 5'5", and I'm looking at the bike and I'm saying, how the hell? Unfortunately, I was fortunate there was a big guy in the parking lot. We came over to lift it out. It was quite an experience. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and so, furthest I ever went was, we were down in Texas, a group of us, 4 of us took off through North South Carolina, through Georgia, come over through Alabama and up into Texas and Oklahoma. And we took it really. So I spend most of my time, right now, anyway, for trying to get her estate straightened out and go from there.
Yeah,
Hopefully I'll have it done by December. So, yeah. And then I want to do some traveling. I'd like to take a ride out to Scotts Bluff sometime.
Go out there during Sturgis and then go to Sturgis and then come back.
No, Sturgis is more for Harley.
It certainly is.
I'd go up into New York, up into Lake Placid. And it's gorgeous. It's cool. A lot cooler up there, and ride all over.
Finger Lakes, that area. I know where you're talking.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. Just doing all that. I'm into genealogy for the whole entire family.
yeah.
Good for you.
And yeah, my cousin was one who did the whole family on my mother's side. I'm trying to do some on my father's, and it just takes time.
Which one do you use? Which one do you use?
Excuse me.
Which genealogy program do you use?
I like to use the Mormon.
It's supposed to be the best, I guess.
Yeah, and here again, it just takes so much time to get into it and really follow it. Also, there's a newspaper genealogy one where you can go on it and find anybody's obituaries or whatever it be.
Yeah.
And see, I've followed that. I have a cousin out in California who was one of my uncles. And he had a couple children. I never met my cousins. So I'm still trying to dig and find out where they are. I'd never met them. So, that's what I spend time doing. I enjoy it. My wife and I like to go out to lunch.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Well, Gary, as far as tomorrow, let me check and because that may be possible. I just looked at my calendar and I don't have anything on it. The meetings I was supposed to have tomorrow, I had today.
Well, here again, we looked over all the dates that you gave me.
Yeah.
And so I called, left a message on I hate to use computers.
Yeah.
And so I would just as soon call. And so I didn't hear from you. And I figured, okay, I'll talk to you at night. See if you up for lunch or something.
All right. We'll figure out another day then.
You want to do another day?
I as far as I know, I have talked to Rosemary, but I don't have anything on. We have a joint calendar, and neither one of us have anything on it. I had 2 meetings, but they both happened today.
Well, we could do it tomorrow if you want, or we could do it another day.
All right. I'll tell you what, talk to each other. I'm going to go ask Rosemary. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Andy,
Yeah.
entertain them.
Excuse, did you raise your hand?
Sing a song.
Andy, are you still doing real estate?
My license expired on June 5th this year, and I just decided I didn't want to spend the money anymore, And the market's changing out here now, and it's not as robust as it was for the last couple of years. And every time you turn around, you hitting you with another course you have to take because somebody said sometime that you couldn't say something about this, all this shit that's going on. I mean, we have you're familiar with the terms, right? For instance, what's the room that the people who own the house in sleep in? What's that called?
The bedroom.
No, what kind of?
The work, it's called the workroom.
The
No,
work-
it's called.
The workshop.
No, it's called the Valley, never mind. But no, but they call that room what? The master bedroom, right? Not anymore. You can't use the word master. You can't use the word.
That's
In
bad.
California, there's a list of 3 pages, 2 sides of terms you cannot use because it's going to offend somebody.
We have
and-
gone way too far.
They have gone way out of they're just crazy. And it makes it so you can't put the listing on the MLS if you have that word in it. So it kicks it out. So if you wanted to use master bedroom, you couldn't. You just say, sorry, you have to use something else like the main bedroom or so, it's different. Everything's got different terms and you can't
You gotta be kidding.
refer to places as an easy walk because you're offending the. I was just hit with another one and they said, you know what? I'm not making enough money. I don't enjoy it anymore. And so I gave it up on June 5th. My license is give you 2 years to come back if you want to. And I'll be 77, 2 years. And I just, you know what? I'll take the money that I'm wasting on all your fees out here. It's over $2,000 a year now. Just if you don't do anything, if you don't sell anything, for your different.
Yeah, Jerry, we're good for tomorrow.
You're good?
Yep.
What time do you want to come up?
We're about probably an hour and a half from you, I think.
Probably an hour.
Hour. What time do you want me there? Don't say 8
11
o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
11
Peter's on.
o'clock?
Here comes Peter.
What time? 11?
11?
12?
We'll go
Take
to
your
lunch.
pick.
How's
Yeah.
that?
Peter's
What-
on though.
so,
Don't stop talking
What
about.
time do you want me there?
About 11 o'clock?
All right, we'll be there about 11.
Yeah, 11:15, something. We'll go out and have a nice lunch.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me too. Look forward to it. Sam, why don't you join us?
Sir?
Hi, Peter.
Peter,
Peter Love.
Peter
Yeah,
can you hear
hi,
us?
hi,
How are
Sam.
you?
I'm
How you
good.
doing?
I'm good. I should have stopped in Connecticut on my way back from the Cape.
I'm in New Jersey now.
What the hell are you doing there?
I live here about 5 months of the year.
Oh, that. You're living at the beach.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna head for Delaware on Tuesday to
Okay.
Fenwick Island.
What were you doing in Connecticut?
I went up to Cape Cod. I
You went where?
I went up to Cape Cod and picked
Cape
up a
Cod,
new
okay.
bike. You know that
Okay.
new bike?
I saw your new bike, the Rolls Royce of bikes, man.
I do. I love to bike.
I'm impressed.
Too
I'm
bad it
impressed
doesn't
with
drive
the
for
picture.
you, huh?
What
They call
about
those
free?
motorcycles.
My new ride, and it cost me twice as much as my first 2 cars.
I'm sure it did. You be careful, somebody will steal that thing from you.
What's that?
I said, be careful because somebody will steal that thing from you.
Oh yeah, mug me
No.
and take it, huh?
They'll knock that old man off the bike and take it.
Val, listen, I got your note. Take care.
All right, see you guys.
All
See you
right.
later, Val.
All right, take
Hi,
care.
Val.
Take care, Val.
See you later,
Peter.
Val.
All right, good to see you.
Hey, Peter, do you remember Steve Toronto?
Yeah.
Take a look in the middle of your screen, and that's where it is, say hello to
Middle of the
Steve.
screen. Is that
Hey,
Steve?
Peter. How you doing, buddy? It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you exercise, hear about your bike and your exercising and you're looking good. You got a full head of hair and
What?
you're chewing some dentine and some real teeth. I mean, that's a real,
No,
I know his
Steve,
teeth are real.
as far as real teeth, I don't know about that. I have 11 implants.
Oh, you almost got me beat. No, I have 7 now, Peter.
Yeah, I got 11 of them. I am a dentist for life. They love seeing me come
Yeah,
into the
put two of his kids through school.
Hey, hey Pete, where were you out on the Cape?
I was in Falmouth. My wife's family has a house in Falmouth,
Oh,
right on
okay.
the beach. Facing the
Yeah,
ocean.
we go up to Chatham.
I like Chatham.
Chatham, yeah, our family going way back in genealogy, the 1600s, actually settled Chatham. It's the Nickerson family is what it's called. And yeah, we have a reunion up there the weekend after Labor Day every year.
Yeah,
And
we had a reunion.
people come from all over the world.
We had a reunion with Diane's family, which in Irish terms is very extended.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people up at her father's house this summer, and I think that was the end of June. And that's when I experienced the new bicycle that I couldn't avoid. I broke down and dipped the cup and bought the bike. But I had to have it ordered and delivered, but I like it up there. It's real pretty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been in Falmouth many times.
And I rode up through Woods Hole along the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Up to
the,
P-Town?
line
You go up to P-Town?
and around the back end, past the golf course there, and it is just gorgeous. Just really beautiful.
Hey, Peter, do you have the full regalia of I'm sure you have a helmet, but do you have the rear view mirror on your helmet and the regalia to with all the numbers on it, the colors on it when you ride your bike so it can be seen?
I have a Garmin, and I have radar in the back, so it'll tell me how fast somebody's coming at me.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll show up on my Garmin on the front of the bike.
Well, it's safety first, I'll tell you that, because I live right here on PCH, and I mean, there's a million bikers, especially in the summertime like now. And they're going, from north to south down, down the coast. And they have it's pretty sophisticated. And that's why I had to ask you, because I see these folks and I respect them. I mean, especially here, there's so many. I respect them because there's sometimes even go in groups of, 3, 4, and maybe 10.
Sure.
Yeah, so good for you that you're safety first.
Have you ever been in Amsterdam?
No,
I was there recently for the first time in my life. There are more bikes than there are cars. It is an amazing
Believe
place.
that.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Where's this,
Everyone
Pete?
has a bike.
Where's this?
Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Besides the red light district, they have roads with bicycles.
Do they really? I thought that's what they had. That's all they had.
No. It's built on a swamp. So all the canals are really basically the roads there are very fascinating, built off the canals in the swamp. And everyone rides a bike. And they ride older bikes because bike theft there is really a big business. I didn't know that until I got there. Interesting. But I want you to know, Steve, if they're about to run you over, there's nothing you can do about it.
no, I respect them, and they have their place on the road. And like I say, Pacific Coast Highway is the mainstream, not only in the summer, but in the winter too, because the weather is very good. And they're just constantly going back and forth, back and forth. So like I say, I respect them, and that's,
What part of the country are you in, Steve?
I'm in Ventura, California right now.
Wow. Okay.
Only 2 hours from me. That's all.
That's gorgeous country up there.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It's,
Santa Barbara, Peter's.
yeah,
sister.
I'm 20 miles south of Santa Barbara. 20 miles north of, 20 miles north of, Malibu and 20 miles south of Santa Barbara, right between Malibu and Santa Barbara.
Yeah, my sister lives in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, beautiful place.
In Montecito.
Yep, that's right there.
Yeah. Gorgeous area, just beautiful, and beautiful weather.
Oh, that's why you got 40 million people around here. You know,
Right.
8 million people.
40 million people.
in well, that's California, 40 million in California.
Is it that many?
Yeah,
Yes.
there are.
Wow.
But
I
they're
heard
leaving-
they were
they're
all
leaving
moving
quickly.
out of California.
They're
Well,
leaving,
I
baby.
tell you what, with the cost of things and like what Andy was just saying with a lot of the ridiculous rules, a lot of people are, but there's more and more, I think there's still coming in. It's the housing market is, well, Andy knows more about that than I do, but it's very difficult to buy a house around here because the prices are just so inflated. It don't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. And they're,
Heard that from my sister, and pricing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
supply and demand, my friends. So
Have
Supply and
you
demand.
lived there for a long time, Steve?
Well, I live 6 months here and 6 months in Chicago. So, I mean, we've been doing that for 13 years. So we've been just going back and forth. Like I was saying earlier, I am a resident of Illinois, but we've been going back and forth. I have 2 condos is what I have. I got a condo in Chicago and a condo here. So it just makes it easy. You know, you lock the door and you leave and you're done.
Good for you.
Pardon?
Pete,
I said, good for you. That
Well,
sounds nice.
Yeah.
hey, Peter,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
Andy Hawkins.
spoke
I
to
got 2
both
emails from him and I
Herzog
gave him
and
the
Herzog.
information. But
I spoke to Herzog. I tried to get him to get on the call tonight, and he absolutely said no. And
well,
I wasn't able to get a hold of him.
yeah. He had sent me 2 emails and was gonna get on and said, how do I get on? And I sent him, instructions and so forth just a couple of days ago. And so I thought maybe it'd be gone, but I thought to let you know, at least he did contact me and he seemed to have intent to get on.
I spoke to Andy when I was in St. Louis, moving my child.
Right.
And he was explaining things to me, and I said, can't we get you on the calls? And he said, with my wife, his wife has dementia.
Yeah,
And I think he's a little depressed or a little challenged or whatever the right words are. I can't imagine what that situation was like. I
Yeah.
really,
has anybody heard any news about Dan Omer?
I know nothing about that.
Anything recently?
No,
He's in Texas, right?
Jack
Because
Wilson,
he's-
Dan Omer, all those guys from North
Dan Omer's
New York.
in Texas.
Buffalo.
Yeah, what was Dan woke up and his hearing was gone or something that way, just all at once. Yeah.
Burrell doesn't come on anymore, does he?
Yeah. So,
or Bob Stebbins, he was on once or twice, wasn't he?
He was? He was?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he
I've
was. with
yeah,
heard
us.
Bob
from
used
him
to be
lately.
kind of a regular. And
Yeah, I
Herb
think
Migdon,
he's living in North Carolina.
well, remember, last year we didn't have this during the summer. We stopped and then started again in September.
That's right.
Uh,
Well,
So,
Herbie used to be on it also. Herb used to come on. And
Yeah.
he seemed to stop. And
Bob Burrell,
yeah,
yeah, I don't,
well,
I don't know
Bob
what's
tried to
going
get
on.
on last month. And he was having a lot of trouble, getting connected or something. And finally, I think he just gave up.
I think it sounds like a lot of us are technically challenged.
I like that, Sam. That was good.
I know I am.
No, you're not. You're
Yes, I
all-
am.
Yeah.
Listen, you're better now than you were before, because now we can see your face. Before, you were just laying back in a chair, and sometimes we
Yeah.
don't see you from the nose up.
Well, I think I finally realized that I've got to set the thing on a table. I
Uh-huh.
had it on my lap before, so I've got it on a table now, so
I think you used to put your finger over the camera.
probably.
Are you out there biking?
I bike almost every morning, but nowhere near what you do.
Oh, come on. You know, I'm gonna have to take the ferry, of course. Where are you?
I'm a 5 or 6 mile guy,
Well, that was
maybe
6
maybe
miles.
10 on a really good day.
That's
you
not-
wouldn't
that's a warm-up.
You would not enjoy yourself biking with me, trust me. You would become very frustrated
Nah, not me.
because I'm slow and I like to smell the roses,
Ah, good for you. Uh-oh, what
Oh,
happened?
Peter. Blacked
Uh-oh.
out.
I
Looks
lost
like Peter
everything.
lost it.
No, you didn't. You got your face, your name on here still.
Did I lose everything or is everybody still there?
No,
We're
we're
all
still
here.
here, but
Oh, we're here.
We just
I'm
hear
just-
you. that's all.
you've got no video.
I got nothing.
We can see
You
your
even have
name.
lights.
We can hear you.
Yeah, but my computer just went off. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh,
Well, help him, Morris. You're the one. You're the one.
I'm in the uh-oh stage of life. God, what happened here?
Yeah, is your
I hear
camera,
you.
is your camera
I can't
come out
see
of
a
this?
damn thing. It's like a blackout.
Are the lights in?
Are you
Are the lights in
sending
your
a
house off?
message?
How could that happen?
You can keep talking, but we don't have to see your face.
Most people don't want to see my face, Andy.
Yeah.
Wow. I've been thinking about retiring.
Yeah. and keep
I thought you
thinking
were
about it.
retired.
No, I'm not retired.
You're kidding.
I barely show up in the office and they keep paying me but I'm not really retired.
Oh, okay. Hey, as long as they're paying you, what the hell?
I feel guilty.
Because you sold the business, right?
Yeah, I did, back in October of 21.
Okay. Hey, maybe they forgot that. Maybe they don't know how to turn off that automatic payment.
Oh, I gotta check on that.
No, don't you, because they
No,
might
no.
get it
No,
off.
don't say it.
Keep your mouth shut.
Oh, don't say anything.
Right, exactly.
Hey, Peter, are you working, when you sold your business at 21, are you still, are you hired and working for that business that you sold?
Yeah,
Okay, well, that's the value of you to your business, because your clients, when you own the business, know you and you're a lot of value to whoever the new owner is. So
there's no doubt that that is true and they're
That-
desperately afraid.
that's just the way it works out there in business. So a lot of
They're desperately
entrepreneurs
afraid
like
that if I
yourself-
walk out the door, they're gonna lose all my clients.
Well, that's why they've got you there. You're
Yeah.
worth a lot. You're worth a lot to them.
There's no doubt, but philosophically, they and I are on a different path, which is
Well-
a real problem for them.
That's all right. As you work your way out of there, they'll get their own way of doing business, and then you'll be out. But for right
And
now,
sometimes-
you're still of
Sometimes
value.
it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
I sold my business in
That is true, and-
2016. I gave them 5 years, and
I'm walking out by the end of.
now they've lost half of the business.
Yeah.
So,
And they bought my revenue, but what they bought was my business. They didn't buy my.
That's
client.
right. They bought your clients is what they bought.
No, they bought me and the revenue that I generated, but they didn't buy the client. The clients are a free agent.
You understand, but your clients are there because they know you.
right.
That's exactly right.
That's correct.
Yeah, I have about 600 million that I manage,
Right.
and I'm still managing it. But it doesn't feel good the way they do it to me. And we're having a meeting about it. They use models, I don't. I don't, if that makes any sense to you.
Pete, there comes a time when you just say, okay, I'm done.
I think that's gonna be the end of the year.
Yeah,
Take a
that's what I
break,
did
maybe.
is
Take a
And
break.
I'm
after
worried about
5 years, I said, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, it's time for me to go. I'd like my own life back. What happened to my goddamn computer?
I
All
let
right.
my
Hey,
company
guys, I'm
know.
gonna go. I've got a dinner. It's on the table almost. So it's good talking to you. Keep in
Hey,
touch,
take
love you.
care, Andy.
Yeah, good talking
right.
to you, Peter. I'm
Take
sorry I
care,
can't-
Andy.
Can't
I'm
see
gonna
you, but
reboot my computer. I hope we'll find somebody.
all right.
We'll see you in September.
You're right, Andy. It's 6 o'clock here and I'm getting ready for dinner also. So
Oh,
I'm
there
having,
you,
I'm having fish tonight, not beef. Amazing.
well,
All
there
right.
you are, Andy. I see you now.
All right, guys, take it easy.
All right,
Bye-bye.
take care.
Andy.
All right,
Take
well,
care,
I,
Andy.
I'm gonna take off too, because
All right, Steve.
yes, and it's
Nice seeing
certainly
you, Steve.
it's great to be here, Sam. And we had 6 people today. In Morris, we should have more people for whatever
Well,
reasons.
We
should
will
have
in the
more.
fall. We
Oh,
will
we
in the,
will? Okay, good. All right. Well, I just think it's a great idea and a great thing that you're doing to try to
Yeah.
keep us folks together, and I appreciate it and thank you very much. So
yeah, but
with
if everybody
that,
didn't join it, it'd be a much different meeting.
oh, yes.
I was the only
that's
one
right.
here.
Take care of yourself, Steve.
Okay,
Take
and
care.
see you guys.
see you later, Steve.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, fine.
So Peter, are you completely in the dark or is it just your screen?
No, I can see you now, Morris. I opened up my little laptop and I can see Sam and Gary and you, but I'm black. My camera's off and my other 2 screens are off. I'm gonna have to call my wife. You like that, Sam, huh?
Yes, I do, because my techie's my grandson, so hey.
Well, I call my wife. My youngest son, who is my techie, is now in St. Louis. I can't call him. The son of a bitch has a real job. He's
Good for
working-
him.
He's working for Mob Entertainment.
Okay.
Poppy Playtime is his program. That's what he's building. It's a piece of software that you and I have no idea about. It's all sorts of characters that are trying to kill each other.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
That's what they call it, Mob Entertainment. These 2
Okay.
25-year-olds
Oh,
created this.
Mob Entertainment. That's what they're saying, Marv.
Yeah, Mob, M-O-B.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna have to figure out why my computers are off. I'm gonna have to call my lovely wife and tell her to fix my damn thing.
Well, hopefully she can fix it.
Something is unplugged. It's gotta be, right? I have no idea. What can I tell you? Well, have a nice evening, guys, and nice to see you. And I'm sorry I didn't stop by and try to get you over the Throg next, but you're in New Jersey anyway.
Okay, Peter. Take care.
What
see you in
part of
September.
Jersey are you in, Sam?
I'm in Lavalette. I'm close to I'm across the bay from Tom's River, just north of Seaside Heights, Seaside Park.
Oh, you're not down at the shore, exactly.
Yeah, I am at the shore.
Is that near Cape May?
Oh, no, Cape
No.
May's all the way down. All the
You
way
know where
down.
Atlantic City is?
Yeah,
Pete? All right, he's about 40 miles north, maybe 50 miles north of Atlantic City.
so that would be a long bike ride, Morris.
A very long bike ride. But I think I think you could do it.
I'm good for 30, 35 miles, but I'm not good for 40 back and forth.
Oh, not you couldn't go back? Okay.
Gotta go
I'll let you
back.
stay here for the night.
Oh, all right, you have a house down there?
Yes.
Good for
Right now,
you.
just Gary. Sam.
Congratulations. I'm gonna call my wife and see if she can fix my damn computer.
All right.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care, man.
Take care. Gary, we'll see you tomorrow at 11.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Sam, one thing
Yes,
we can
sir.
get Peter to do, maybe at some point when he's in Delaware, is you're in Lavalette, is the four of us get together,
Sure.
because Gary just an hour west,
I
of
know.
me,
Yep.
and I'm not 30 minutes, 40 minutes from you.
Yep.
And get Peter to come up for a day or something, and we can all get together somewhere.
Sounds like a winner.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah,
Well, you guys enjoy your lunch tomorrow, okay?
Yep,
we'll
we
do.
will.
Gotta
And
figure out
well,
now if
Well,
there's a
Gary,
couple nice places around here that we can
all
go
right.
to.
Well, I'll let you figure that out,
Okay,
and I'll see you tomorrow about 11.
about 11, whenever.
Okay,
Because I get back from the gym about 10:15.
okay. Well, it just depends on the traffic. Most of the traffic will be coming towards us. So the traffic shouldn't be too bad going your way.
Yeah, especially because it's Friday too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The traffic will all be coming east,
yeah.
so it shouldn't be too bad. Might get heavy coming home, but we'll survive.
I will see you tomorrow morning.
All right, sounds good.
all right, guys, take care of yourself.
Yep,
We'll
take
talk to you-
care.
Talk to you next
Be
month.
good, Sam.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.